All right. So I heard a quote by William Blake today. Now, I know I'm not going to get this absolutely right or 100%. It's not a 100% quote. This is a gist of what he said. It's pretty accurate, though. He said, anytime we are in fear, anytime we are afraid, it is simply because we don't love ourselves. It shows anytime we are afraid of something, it shows that we are in lack of love for ourselves. And when I heard that, it reminded me of a scripture that I used to hear growing up in church that said, perfect love casts out all fear. And I never really understood that or saw the validity in that, probably because the churches that I was growing up in kind of leaned on fear. Fear was used to keep us in line. We were afraid to go to other churches. Our pastor had a problem with that. He didn't want you visiting other churches. It was almost like he was afraid of you studying the Bible for yourself. He wanted to make sure you can get it all from him. Not every church does that again, but it was a fear of the devil, demons, witches, Buddhists, Hindus, just all kind of thing. Fear was taught in order to kind of keep us in line. And again, I don't think they did it on purpose. They were afraid themselves. But is it possible that anytime we're living in fear, it is actually us not loving ourselves? Is that why it's so difficult for us to love ourselves? Because we lean on fear so heavily. We instruct and input fear into our children in order to keep them in line. Again, it's because we're trying to help them. We're not trying to hurt them. But are we, in an effort to try to help them, are we actually hindering them? Are we making it harder for them to love themselves? Is that why we find it so difficult to love ourselves? Again, scripture says perfect love casts out all fear. William Blake said that anytime we're in fear, it's because we don't love ourselves. Is it possible that fear is just a figment of our imagination? And that by simply loving ourselves, we can eradicate all fear? Something to think about. Again, he said, anytime we're in fear, it's because we don't love ourselves. Again, that's William's paraphrase, but that's pretty much the gist of it. Have a wonderful day.